Oh Lord. Tide ho. Oh Lord. Ho tide. Lord. Oh
Tide.
my. Wait a minute. Oh Lord.
Hey.
Blessed be.
Okay, girl.
That's what he used to always say in Charm. Blessed be. Was
And
it
who?
that? No, that wasn't Charm. That was hold on. That wasn't Charm, you guys. I'm about to get it. Yeah, I had a shot before we started.
He did.
It was the Handmaid's Tale. Blessed be, may the Lord open. Yes,
Oh wait,
yes,
you watched
yeah.
that?
Yes. I'm on the last season. I've been supposed to finish it, but yes, I watched it.
Okay.
Yes, it was good.
Would you recommend it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It was something my boyfriend was watching, and I think the funny thing is with my boyfriend, he watched very different things.
Okay.
So if I see him watching it, of course I got to talk my shit. What are you watching? Whatever. And I wind up getting into it or whatever case. And so I always
Oh,
be
kind of like how I
fascinated.
knew you when I had to get you together about your little show.
Girl, let's not. Girl, apples and oranges. Don't do it. Not oranges. That's okay, you guys.
Okay,
We
girl.
call it oranges in New Orleans.
It's
We know it's
okay. We all
orange.
know the South. We all know the Southerners who do that. We all know one.
Okay, we just don't mind us. So
Yeah.
if you from up north, don't be trying to get us on our English because we know we know the correct way to say it. We're just saying it in our
On
way,
way.
just like y'all say things in y'all way.
Yeah.
That's all
Like
it
when y'all
is.
lie and say the North is better. Oh.
And how y'all be, letting people, besides black people say the N word, and y'all be like, oh, just saying.
Ooh. Oh, remember when they used to hate y'all and now they use it?
Who you
Remember
say
that?
y'all? Oh
The North.
yeah, I remember. Baby, it's always
And it
y'all.
was like, what is y'all? Who is y'all? What does that even mean? Now y'all use it.
Yeah, it's
How
like,
you like that?
girl.
Because it's cute. It's that it just rolls off the tongue.
Okay, it's just gathering all the girls. Y'all be playing too much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all
Mm-hmm.
dirty.
See how we did that? Now get ready because we're gonna start getting y'all to say they and them for one
Mm-hmm.
person, like you need to be doing. Anyway,
Mm-hmm. Or
anyways, you
sugar.
guys.
Like,
Oh
girl,
yeah.
sugar, sugar,
Oh
give me some of
good.
that sugar. Oh, sweetheart.
So I am O Lord,
And I am Todd Ho.
and this is the TL show.
Yes, yes, yes. We're excited. We're back with
Yeah.
gay shit as always. We
Again.
try to keep it gay. We don't be liking to be on the heteros too much. Well, we
Well,
really like to be over there. We really don't like to be over there at all. We like to be mind our gay business. So that's what we're going to be doing. That is what we're going to be talking about today. And it's going to be the New York girls. Um,
yeah.
yeah. I banned off watching any reality show that's from New York, besides if it's not a fashion thing. Because I'm not gonna lie, they do put on a good fashion show in New York for its shows. Hence, what's that show called? If I'm not mistaken, Project Runway. So I definitely good
You
for
know it's
that,
so
and definitely
funny.
good for the drag.
It's so
Drag show, the
funny.
ballroom.
I was
Hmm.
literally thinking you was talking about fashionaires, and I was like, fashionaires? Because
What
you
is
said that fashion show.
what fashion is? What is that?
That's by that man, G Status.
Oh, girl, wig. No. No. So, oh Lord, hit me up and asked me, would I be okay watching the show? And it took him a minute because I kept on telling him, no, I don't want to watch no show that's in New York. No offense, you guys. I think the point is New York people are very super serious. And I think it's okay to be serious. And I feel like the culture that they have in New York, for as I know, maybe you can correct me wrong in the
Uh
comments.
huh.
It feels like a full serious city because they were like, oh, you can't look at people, you gotta move fast, y'all let y'all shit be popping off, y'all don't call the police. We from down south, we'll call them. We may know the sheriff, so we gonna call them. And I feel like again, yeah, y'all, probably cut a little different from, and we talking about all up north, Baltimore, New York, Philadelphia, all that. up there. It seems that y'all have a very thick skin versus us down south. We like a little southern flair. We like to cuss you out, but just have a sweet voice
Mhm.
and tone to y'all cuss me. Fuck you, bitch. Like girl, sit down. I really don't like you. Like, come on. Like,
Wow.
we're more of that kind of girl. Like, we're gonna say it in a sweet way. And so that's just how I feel. So I like to see more of that. It at the end of the day. I mean, that's how, if you really think about it, what Love and Hip Hop, yes, New York did start it off, but what was the number one hit?
Right.
Down south, Atlanta. Hello. I just think the way we do it down south is just a little bit better. And y'all can agree, because I know I'm from here, of course, but I'm just saying that's just how I feel. Y'all may feel different, and that is understandable. But it was very hard for me to want to watch this show. But actually, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. So, do you want to tell the people of how you came across the show?
Okay, so basically what happened for me is I think we were in a space where we was like, girl, we're in a drought. You know?
Well, was we in a drought? Oh yeah, because we did give up the circle. We did give up the circle.
Well, I still
I
watch it.
did.
I still
I
watch it.
did.
It's taking forever, girl. I'm so sorry. Not no shade. It's a long season. It's a long season. It's still going on. It's still happening.
It is?
Yes.
They didn't have the reunion?
No.
But Cashinero had did a whole nother show.
They haven't had the reunion yet, girl.
Well, I'm glad I
That's what, I'm like watching it and I'm like, girl, what's happening? Why are we still here?
Well, they kept on having what they kept on doing is having Zoom room calls. That's all the show was really
I
consistent of.
bet you that's what it was. But yeah, girl. So
Oh,
at
you
that
still
time,
are watching it still? I thought you was, because I told her not to tell me about it, because I really I was like, I have no interest, because if she's gonna be talking about, I'm like, girl, I don't even
I
know
think
who
the
you
last
are.
thing that I remember was like, what's that boy's name? Dang.
Rico or Cash? My finance man.
No,
I
not
love
that.
me some Cash Scenery. He is so
We do. We all
beautiful.
do. Yes, they had an episode that happened the other day, yesterday. Episode 14 happened yesterday.
Oh, honey, they should have been finished. So that means they skipped a couple of weeks.
I bet you that's what it was.
No, it ain't
Anyways,
that. It is.
what is his name? The one you don't care for.
Which one? What was the one that talked real fast? I ain't like him.
No, the one you don't care for from that other series that
Rico
came here.
Cassidy?
No.
Oh, I know
Melly.
who you're talking about. I know
Melody.
who you're talking about. Oh, I do not
Melody.
like that
We got
boy.
into a fight, girl.
Was
He
it
was
good?
throwing hands.
Was it good?
Um,
I might go to watch the fight. That's it. I'm not gonna really watch anything else. Honestly, I'm gonna go watch the fight though. I'll give it that.
with Iyanla was on there too.
Iyanla Fix My Life?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm messing with Iyanla. Okay. Girl, so back to the show. Back
Yeah.
to how you
So
came
yeah,
up.
we were kind of in I guess a drought. I feel like it was a drought at that time because whatchamacallit had been ended. Dallas had been ended. What happened after Dallas? It's not chasing. I know that.
It wasn't chasing. Oh, we watched the Dallas one. It was another Dallas one. It was
Rookies.
Rookies. We had that for a
That
minute. We did try All the Way Up, which wasn't good.
Ooh, it wasn't.
And then we had another
Real
one.
Life and Philanthropy.
We did that
Real Life
one,
and
but
Philanthropy.
we stopped that too. I'm
It's
trying to think of this
not
other
interesting
one.
outside of Brian. I want to say he's the only one that's very interesting. Everybody else is painfully boring. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
they all boring.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh, we had that other one that we did not finish.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. The one who was sitting up there arguing about the picture that he posted on his Instagram, and he got mad because the boy was talking about it on his Instagram, and it was like as if it was a private picture. I'm like, girl, it was on Instagram, and And if I'm not mistaken, if you're an artist, because he's an artist, if I'm not mistaken, yes, he is. I think he is. He is. Let me stop.
Uh
He was rapping. Just okay. I'm quite
huh.
sure that your profile is public, if I'm not mistaken.
Very, very sure.
So unless you block somebody, I don't know, but yeah, that's kind of like how it is. So,
Rookies ended in what day was it? Rookies ended had their reunion part one.
but did we even talk about rookies?
No, we haven't talked about it.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk about that. Oh, I'm surprised we didn't talk about that first, and I
It
gotta really brush
ended
myself up on
February.
all that.
February. Rookies ended on February.
So we'll talk about that, you guys. That'll be the next thing we talk about because I really enjoyed that show. It's in our state, and we
Yeah,
we
and it
want to represent.
started. Well, let me not lie. I think it has a lot of room to grow.
Yes,
As that girl got on Nene about his room, I have a lot of room to grow, just like you. Oh,
but that wig ain't going nowhere. Okay,
girl!
it's not growing. It's just stuck.
Wow.
Again, so
Not
we
you getting,
did.
not you thinking that I was talking towards you. I was talking about that Nene comment.
Okay, whatever. So yeah,
Okay,
we
girl.
we did had a draw, but I think right now. Oh, another thing, you guys. I'm so sorry. So sorry for cutting you up. We have another update. We're gonna go back to introducing each other to different shows.
Oh yeah,
So you
yeah.
guys. So we just started this week. Oh Lord picked the show. This week is mine. Of course, it's gonna be gay as fuck because he want to fuck with them
Oh
heterosexuals.
girl, and
So
it's
it's
gonna
gonna
be
be gay
real
as
sad.
fuck,
It's gonna
and I'm
be
really
real
excited.
disappointing. It's gonna be, ugh, girl. But
No, this
look,
one is going to be a really goofy one because he picked a goofy show. So I'm going to keep it white, which we don't have nothing against white people besides the racist ones and the one that voted for that man that the cult. I'm so sorry. I want to because it's a new season. Donald Trump. We
mm-hmm.
have an issue. Okay, so yeah, that. So I'm really excited because I really do love these shows. These movies, by the way. I really can't wait for you guys to hear about it, and I can't wait for Oh Lord to see it because it's gonna be next week, tomorrow actually. So be ready tomorrow, girl. We will
Oh
do it,
yeah,
and then we're gonna start bringing
on
those things
Tuesday.
back of us introducing because we haven't done that in so long. And I was like, girl, we gotta start doing that, and I missed that. I think we just not gonna pretty much do series really too much. We are doing a series, the one that he introduced me. I think the point is having a continuation with it. It's just like if you
Right.
like it,
Well,
you
let's
like
say
it.
this: we're gonna do if we do a series. It's like I'm just gonna introduce you to the first episode. It is now on you to decide where you want to go with it.
Yeah, pretty much. So, as a girl, see, that's why I told you this video was gonna be long. We always do this. We still haven't even got to the point of how you came and discovered it. We keep on going through. Okay, let's stay focused. Now, how was you introduced to the show?
Wait. But yeah, like I said, we were in a drought essentially at that time, and we needed something. And for whatever reason, I had saw a preview about it. When I first saw
Mm-hmm.
the preview trailer, and I had sent it to him, I thought that this was like a web show. I didn't think that this was a reality show
Mm-hmm.
because it just looked so. It didn't look like they were going. Oh, we're a reality show. It looks like they were going more for a web show, and so
Yeah.
it was like, oh, okay, I'll watch it. It's not going to be anything like from what I saw of the acting. I was like, oh, the acting is not that great, so I can see that I'm going to watch it. Yes, but it's not going to
Mm-hmm.
give me what the boys gave me or love at first sight, love at first night, like you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll watch it, I'll get into it, I guess, but you know
Yeah.
so yeah, I did that, and then I don't know, for some reason I just decided to get into it. I saw they were arguing on that other show that I watched, and I was like, okay, well, let me see what they're actually talking about because they arguing, they got to be doing something. Come on now, you know.
Okay.
So I watched the first episode, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, this is actually pretty good. For the Boys is the show I'm talking about, you guys. It's on Slay TV. Really good show. It's so cute, very fun, well acted, well produced, well
I was just
directed,
about to
well
ask
shot.
because then I haven't seen that show.
You did see it. You did see the For the Boys.
I did.
Yes. Remember the guy? He was wearing high heels in the office, and that white lady was like, "Oh, well, I mean, I wouldn't wear those heels with that outfit." And he had to get her together. In his mind, he got her together.
Oh yes, I must have didn't finish it.
You didn't. You didn't get a chance to.
Okay.
Wig, but it was a good show. It's a great show. That one, I love at first night. You know, I thought it was going to be one of those, but I didn't think it was going to be as good because of
Mm-hmm.
the acting.
Mm-hmm.
Saw them arguing. I was like, let me go ahead and watch this and see what they're talking about. See why they arguing, girl. Like the arguing was good. So I was like, oh, this arguing is juicy. Maybe the show will be okay. And I watched the first episode and I was like, oh, this is actually not bad. This is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
That's why I decided to go for it. And then I introduced it to him. Now, you tell me how you felt. Because I remember I showed you the trailer. I don't think you were invested at that time.
Yeah, well, because I kept on saying it's from New York. You know how the New York girls are, and you know I just yeah, I'm just saying, um, I'm just saying still. I don't know. I just have a thing about the New York girls. For us, their show wise or whatever case. I mean, love the people. Hello, it's just for us the show. Sometimes it just doesn't give what I need to be what it needs to give for me to stay invested. Because I know me, I will start watching something and it has to have some kind of hold on me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Agree.
I feel for this show, the girls was trying and they were doing things too. And I think this show did focus more on the drama, of course, but more so what they do. And I think they got some strong. Let me say, you get a Jamaican person, two Jamaican persons, that's personality all day.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
so that's the start and the finish. That's personality all day, especially they know each other. So that was even perfect. And I thought it was just like really, really great. Like the first episode we watched, and I really got into it. I was like, okay. I was like, I can finish this. I can finish this. I think, but as long as they stay consistent, and I will say they stay consistent. They have released every episode on time. If I'm not mistaken, they skipped 1 week before the reunion. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that. But other than that, they have stayed consistent. We was never waiting for an episode. It came out. And that I can give to them. Because they
Right.
did.
They
Shout
did.
out,
They listen. They kept us entertained.
shout out to the come up that still hasn't released the episode, especially the episode that I do need to see. We are going to do the come up Miami, but we're still pausing on a certain situation. Definitely personal for me. I do like the show. I am enjoying the show. They got a person that's from New Orleans. I'm from New Orleans, and I love to support my people. But they have a situation where this person might be a cult member, Donald Trump supporter. In that cult, I will have an issue with that, and I don't know if I would be comfortable of probably going forward with that. I don't want it to be a political thing because this is not a political thing. It's just
Mm-hmm.
this person I really despise. I feel like for him to have that kind of power over the country was just mind blowing, and it was a rough 4 years, and it still is. With his leaders, his followers saying that he won the election, and all that. It's like I was never into politics, but I'm like this situation just went full left, and no, I can't. But we'll see. We still haven't watched the episode. Allure still has confidence that
Uh huh.
he's not, maybe not one, but we'll see.
What?
I'll have to come up.
Girl. We'll see. I
I
hope
ain't changed
not.
my mind on
My
that.
thing
I'm
is, I
getting
hope
old.
not. I really hope not. I really hope not, girl. Let's just listen. I love the reality shows that we watch. I enjoy them, but please, you guys, give us a break. At least sometime in our lives. Can we get like a moment of a break, please?
Yeah, and I don't get it twisted. I have watched shows where I think some of the people were those kind of people. But I think the point is, for me, it really hurts of a person that is in the LGBT community and that is Black and, supports this kind of person who doesn't like Black people and definitely doesn't. I think it's like a double sword kind of situation. It's like, how? I think, that's just kind of the end on certain things, because I had a coworker who I was cool with, and he told me he freely gave that information, and I just looked at him completely different because I was just. That was the end of the last time. That was the last time we spoke. Yeah, I'm very serious about things like this. On my free time. Now, if I work with you, I got to make my money. I'll still speak to you. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember you telling me about that. And yeah, it is what it is. I think that's the point. It's like, I can't fake the fun. I'm so sorry. I can try. It's not going to be successful because it's just not for me. I just, no.
Mm-hmm.
Just like y'all mentioned how y'all cannot be around us and we are annoying. We're this, we're that. Same.
Yeah, the feeling's mutual.
Yeah.
Let's keep it on the same level. All right, let's get into the show, because we didn't turn to politics a little. Well, not politics. We're talking about just being a human, not politics. Just being a human, and just that kind of rhetoric that he had going on. Okay, so let's get into the show itself. So, where you want to start it? Do you want to start with the characters, or you want to follow the show?
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Since we've seen the whole season, I don't think we can do a comprehensive listing of everything that happened because it was a lot that happened. So let's do a quick lightning round of the characters. It's not a lot, so we can do a quick lightning round. Do we like them? We want them to come back? And just something about a short thing about them that we feel. You cool with that? You think we can do that?
We can.
And then at the end, we can kind of quickly go over our most pressing moments from the show that we can think of. You cool with that?
Yes.
Okay.
But mine's quick.
Oh, mine's will be quick too. Trust me.
Mine's quick. It's 20 seconds. I think they all should come back. That's all. Oh, I already said what I said. I think they all should come back.
Okay. I can agree with that. I think they all brought something.
I always believe
some of them. Yeah. You know what? Let's do that. Let's say that. Let's be politically correct. Let's be politically correct.
It's not politically correct. First of all, I think look,
y'all, we're saying this now. Wait a minute, y'all. We're saying this now, but when we start talking about the cast, you'll understand. You'll feel our true feelings about each person.
I think my point is, I do. First, it's always an origin of a story, and I feel like this is their origin of starting this kind of project, and I do feel like important because they did all brought something in some way, yes,
good or bad.
Yeah, and I feel like I always like for them to have a second chance to see if, okay, let's get another feel of them. Because, a lot of times people don't know what, when they start these shows, and we've said this time and time again, doing these reviews, they don't see how they look and how they come across.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they go back and review, because I know I'm that type of person. I will watch what I do because it's like, it's okay to correct yourself. And I feel like they're just getting to know each other. Of course, it's going to be more things by them knowing each other. It's going to be, we can get a little bit more dirty. The reads can be more stronger. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you kind of know the bitch. And I always like to give all the people that's on the first season to come back and have a chance for the second season. I think it's purely fair. Besides one girl, let's be very clear, because I know I say I like the origins of people starting something. Deshawn, I think that's her name. Deshawn off of Real Housewives of Atlanta, the first season. We glad she didn't come back. She wasn't getting.
Charisse, we're glad she didn't come back either. Let's just be honest.
Charisse was on the second season.
Okay, but we're glad that she did not come back.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Potomac. I'm talking about Potomac, by the way.
Yes, yeah. So I was, I think she shouldn't have, because I feel like she wasn't. So again, if it feels like you're really not into the show, you're not really getting the concept that you have to interact, and yes, you got to be a part of you. You keep people like on these shows like, I'm not a part of the drama. When you're on a show like that, you have to talk about the drama. It is a part of the show.
Right.
This is how it goes. And it's like, even though you're not a messy person, and I'm not saying you need to be messy on the show, but you have to have the conversation.
You got to be something.
It's going to come to a point. If these people have been fighting for a couple of episodes, you're going to have to make a decision of how you feel about it.
You got to be something. That's the thing. It's like, you can't just be like, oh, I don't do the mess, the drama, the gossip. It's like, okay, but you got to be something.
But they always wind up putting their foot in their mouth, because they sit up there and say, oh, I'm not picking sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then when they try to mediate, then it's like you're showing where you feel like a person is wrong. So it's like, in some kind of sense, you're picking a side of what the right and wrong is at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
there's a way to do it, but majority of the time, they do not know what they're doing. There you go. Essentially, what you're saying.
Yes. So, and I just feel like, just pick a side. It's okay. It's okay. It's really, really okay. It's like, I'm not saying I don't like you, even though some people can take it like that. You have to understand, in this world, when you have declared, hey, this don't look right, I really don't like this. And yes, they have people in the world that is like, you're not with me, you're against me. And I think the point is, when you have people that is strongly on that, it don't matter what you say. It's no matter how so many examples you can get where it's like, I'm not against you. I'm just telling you this situation doesn't look right, and it can be fixed. They will declare you are against them. And if you're dealing with a person like that, just save your time.
Yeah.
Save your time. Move on. It is nothing else. It's like a dead situation. You know, we was talking about something earlier about in your 30s, where you realize a certain, like when you grow up and realize certain things, it's like, you know what, once you see it, you're like, okay, girl, I see what this is. Let's move on.
Right.
You're that kind of person. I'm going to move on. It's no point in having a conversation with you. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, make it short, make it brief, move on.
Essentially, there you go.
Yes. So that's all I got to say about that. But let's get into the characters. So, because I think I want them all. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Do you want them all to stay? I'm sorry.
Oh, I said, yeah, I agreed with what you were saying. But we're still going to get into the characters. We're just going to be honest with you guys. Listen, this is our personal opinion from watching the show. I don't know y'all. I don't personally know you guys. There's no plans on personally knowing you guys. This is as a person who's just watching the show. I feel like some of y'all get angry with reviewers because it's like they don't like you or whatever. And it's like, this is personally just me watching the show. That's it.
Yes.
So let's get into it. Let's hit it. All right.
Okay. We want to put on the point that it was only 3 people that carried this season.
It actually really was.
Which was Xavier, Dalmain, and Marco. The story revolved around them.
Honestly, everybody else was kind of like background.
Yeah, it was. And I think y'all need to stop focusing on other people's drama and just have your own storyline at the end of the day.
Right. And even when it was their own personal storyline, a lot of their storyline revolved around everybody else. Let's just be honest.
Basically.
Yeah.
But they did showcase people, talent.
And that's one positive I can take from this show.
Absolutely. And we want to see that. We want it to be about the drama, but we want to see y'all focusing on what they do. So we can at least say, okay, well, we know what they do. And if and I think my point is, if it's kind of like a situation with Chase and Dallas. And I feel like in some sense with Dre Simmer, I really don't care how he feels, how you take this. We will showcase that he doesn't have any job besides being on the show being messy. Mm-hmm. That is basically his in
a way that's, and I think I get it that that's what he does, and I understand that. but I also enjoy kind of getting to know the person and seeing you do what you do outside. Like, I think the thing is, as the audience, we want to see what you do outside of the show, but we want to see you do the mess. We want you to be in the drama.
Absolutely.
We want
Something needs
it's
to be
you got
human
to be
about it.
multi-layered, and I
Yeah.
think that's what we want. You know?
Yes. We need to feel some kind of humanity with you. Like you're a
Yeah.
person. Because if every time we see you on the screen you only just which because like, okay, well, it just seems like you're just a hater. It's just like at this point, that's what it's gonna come across as. Every time I see you, you're just always hating. I don't see that you really this is my point
Mm-hmm.
with these villains. You need to have at least one person you don't say nothing shady about. You really, because if you are shady towards everyone that, like I say, especially is in that circle, it would definitely, and I'm telling you, definitely come across like this is the kind of person you are. And
I
they
can
have
see
people
that.
like that. It's like, okay, so this bitch is just like a a miserable person. It's like as if this like I just you gotta have somebody that you're gonna give the praise to.
Mm-hmm.
And because it gives you some humanity. It gives you some okay, all right, girl, I can, all right, something.
I can agree
And
with that.
that's on that. And that's what we want to see, and that's what we want y'all to give. So who you want to start with first? So you want to start with let's start with the top people. We was introduced to who first? We was introduced to Dalmain.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
Dalmain is
he's the first one that I have on the screen. And when it comes to the introduction, that's the first person that they show.
girl, I got the second episode. What's the
No,
third?
that's who they show first. In when
Yeah,
when
yeah, that's what I'm
we
saying. Yeah, they showed him first. So let's do it. No, actually, they showed them all correctly. The people that got the which come, they showed Dalmain first. Oh, besides Marco, because Marco came right after. What's that little one that who had the little comic book? What is his name?
Roger.
Girl, his name is not Roger.
What is it? Oh no, I'm on the first season. What's his name? Toddy, Marco, Xavier, Bronson,
Not Bronson.
Marcus.
Marcus. There
There
you
you
go.
go.
So it was Dalmain, Xavier, Marcus, and then if I'm not Marcus, and then Bryson came after Marcus. But
Bronson.
like I said, they had the first two right because it was the main attraction, and of course Marco as well.
Yeah, but we're gonna go off of what I have because we both. I guess we can just go off of what I have, or which one would you rather do?
No, we can just go on how they was introduced to the show. So
Well, I'm using the intro video that they put. You know,
girl,
like where
wait.
the cast list.
Oh, girl. I'm thinking we going on the point of how they showed them in the show.
Oh no, I'm not doing that, girl.
How
Because
they
that's
introduced
too
them.
much extra work. We're not doing that.
Oh, I know. That's why I was telling you. What are you talking about? I was
That's
just
why I
telling you that.
said
No, I know exactly what it
we're
is.
just
I
gonna talk.
know
We're just gonna start. Let's just get to it. Come on now.
it's Dalmain, and I'm gonna do it about a list of how they was proceeding. I mean, how they showed up in the show. What we'll show how we feel about their characters. I know because I just watched the first episode.
Okay, go ahead. Let's start it.
I told you. I say you can start with Dalmain
Uh huh.
and how you
With
feel about him because he's from Jamaica.
I think Dalmain is good for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Did I particularly care for Dalmain? No, but I do think he's good for the show. Now, I think he should come back. One, however, if Dalmain's going to go the route of playing the villain and being the villain, you have to be ready for how people are going to react to you.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect example. When we think about Potomac, Giselle is the villain. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
She plays the villain. That's her job. She understands that she's the villain. She does not try to pretend that she's not. She does not try to fake like she's not. None of that. She's the villain. She knows who she is. Kenya knows who she is. She works as who she is.
Yeah.
So you have to understand who you are going to be on this show. That's the first thing y'all have to do. There we go. Let me start there. Know who you are on the show. Know where you're going to play. know what you're going to do, know how you're going to serve things, and understand that how everybody reacts, you have to feed off of that.
Absolutely.
You have to work with what they give you. If they're in the place where they're trying to fight you or whatever, work with what they give you. Because this is what we want. You came to be the
Absolutely.
villain, you got to play as the villain. That's it. No extras to it. Okay, go ahead. Your turn.
Same thing. Um, I feel with Delmain, yes, we definitely want him to come back. I do feel, however, with the villain thing, you need to play it up right. I feel like it's something that if you're not prepared for, like you said, the pressure, you need to understand. Maybe you shouldn't, go down that line of work. You just probably just need to be a good guy. But we need a villain. We need a villain on the show at the end of the day. And it's not saying that you're trying to be the villain. I think the point is sometimes it's just your personality can make you the villain in some sense. And I feel like you being from Jamaica and the way y'all talk to people, let's be very clear. Okay. Not saying all Jamaicans do that, but we know it's a very aggressive approach, even though y'all don't perceive it as aggressive, but in our culture, it can be perceived as aggressive behavior at the end of the day. And, it's kind of like we got the same notes for him. And, and you don't have to be that villain. You don't need to put yourself in that box. It's just, you can reach a point that's like, I just say what I say and it's just being taken that way. And it's just like, I'm not going to apologize for it because I don't mean it in the way that they took it. I'd rather hear that. Give me that. Give me that.
Agreed. And I think that's the thing. It's like, it's okay to be the villain. That's fine. Be that. Because we have to have a person that we don't like.
Mm-hmm. But I think he wanted to pick on who he wanted to pick on. I feel at the end of the day, I do feel like he does have a big heart underneath all that aggression of how he come across. I'm not saying he's an aggressive person, but I feel like in some parts of his personality and the way he comes across, it can be perceived. And it can be some point of determined aggressive because it's like a person is experiencing it. I'm feeling you're being aggressive. Well, I'm not being aggressive, but I'm taking it that way. And if a person tell you the correct of how you approaching a situation, you say, "Oh no, I'm going to continue doing that way," then that's the person going to be like, "Well, you want to be aggressive with me? I'm going to take it, bitch. I didn't told you I don't like the way you're doing it." Or whatever the case. So you need to do it a different way because I'm taking it a certain kind of way. How you doing it? But I just do feel like he has a big heart. At the end of the day, and I don't know. It's just some ways he come across. I do not like it, but I do feel like it is great for the show. At the end of the day, he does have a heart there. I do give him that, but I do feel like he straddled the fence in some senses of want to be this bad guy, but at the same time, it's like he has a heart and stuff like that. So,
Agreed. I wish he would accept that role a little bit better. And I also want him to do better with like how him and Xavier interact.
mm-hmm.
I think about the reunion and it's like, I'm so sorry. I was eating something. I think about the reunion and it's like you want to have the boldness to not apologize, but you got to have the boldness to be like, and I'm not.
Yes. Well, he didn't apologize, but I wouldn't accept the drink. I feel like you should be like, girl, let's fight. I think it does come across of how you was able to attack Marco.
Yeah.
We just feeling like if
Well,
you're gonna be a bad person.
Let's get into that. Are you talking about Xavier right now?
Yeah, well, I was just saying about basically of him wanting to not
Let's
attack.
save that for Xavier's moment because, girl, we have a lot to talk about.
It's not even saving. That's gonna be a moment we'll have of going into the show,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just a small little pinch.
Okay, go ahead.
You have to
I'm
keep
so
that
sorry.
same kind of energy if you're gonna be the person that's not gonna back. Because I'm that person. Like, well, first I wouldn't have done what he done, which we'll get into with the show. But I'm just saying, if I had done that or whatever case may be, maybe, yeah, I would have probably apologized for it if I would have been sincerely and just apologized for it. But if I'm just feel like I'm not unapologetic, I'm like, girl, so what you gonna do? Because I'm that type of person. I won't like to be threatened. I'm not a person that likes to take threats. If you threaten me, I'm like, what you gonna do? That's gonna be the first thing I say. It is. I don't know. It's my go-to thing. You threaten me on anything, I'm gonna be like, what you gonna do? I will turn into somebody different. What you gonna do? I'm waiting. What you gonna do? Because I'm ready for you. So that's all. And I feel like he need to keep that same kind of energy if you're gonna
Yeah.
be that kind of person. Because just like you, girl, you just backing down, and you don't need to do all that.
Exactly. And that's the thing. That's why I was like, you got to be ready for what the girls are going to give. You got to be
Absolutely.
ready to be. I think that's the thing. Cut and dry. If you're going to be the villain, be ready to be the villain. Like, be ready to accept that role and handle that role. That's it.
Absolutely.
All
All right,
right.
let's move
Next person.
on. We're gonna move on to Xavier. He came up next on the show. What we gotta say about him? And besides, you think
Um,
he's beautiful?
can we save him and Marco for last?
Oh,
And let's
girl.
just get the filler out the way. Well,
Okay, well, let's start with Bronson. I think Bronson is. I'm gonna start with him
okay, we can start with Bronson.
because he is beautiful. I think he's a
He
beautiful
is. He
guy.
is. He
He's
is.
great, but the personality sucks. It's just like I want to
Yeah.
take his personality and throw it away, and just I'm sorry, Bronson, if you're hearing. I just feel like the way you come across, it is very it's very uppity. It's very girl, I was in the hood and I grew out because I think the point is if you are a girl that grew into money and had money, and I'm not saying you should not be proud of having money, but I don't think you should let money define you in some senses. It's just like, girl, if you got it, you got it. That's all. At the end of the day, let the labels show. I think the more you brag about things, it really gets people out of it because then you can track someone else. You can track a person that really, wants to be attached to you because that's just your perception. It's about labels and stuff like that. Like it doesn't give. Is that going to be your personality? I'm a label girl because that is just a thing in the community that annoys me. Again, I repeated this on the podcast plenty of times. How people are obsessed with labels and they feel like the outfit makes them. You supposed to make the outfit. Regardless of how cute it is, you still supposed to work it and you got to make it at the end of the day. You have to, I think that's just what it is. And it's just like, he's a label girl. I do not like that. Yes, he's dating this white guy. I do not have issues with him dating this white guy. At the end of the day, it's perfectly fine. But he does give that personality of a guy who dates a white guy. And that is annoying. A girl that, like I said, worrying about status,
And that
label,
is
and
so
fuck with it.
funny because you said that, and yeah, he does.
It gives all that, and it's like, girl, okay, girl, like, all right, you got a Chanel bag. Like, I think people need to understand that if a person really want to work hard, they can get those things. It's just that, and I think the issue is that a lot of people just go broke. They don't even have a car, but they got Jordans. I have seen people that have that. It makes no sense. And let's be clear, if you want to break it down, the way it is serving up that this guy is taking care of you. It's
Right.
nothing that is showing that you're doing that you are able to obtain all the stuff that you do have. And it's like you're kind of like telling on yourself in some sense. Now we don't know
Yeah.
what your man do because you didn't want to bring that up and you didn't feel like he was a part of the story. And we only seen him like a couple of times in the show through pictures,
Pictures
if
and
I'm not
stuff.
mistaken. So it's like the flex you're thinking you're doing, girl, it's really like we know, like you can't do that to the heterosexuals. They're easily fooled. Gay people, like they're like, girl, it just seems like it's giving sugar daddy if you want to talk about it. Um, at the end of the day, just saying,
Sure.
it just seemed like you
It's
just a girl who was being
very, you
kept.
know what it is? It's very nouveau riche. Like, you can tell the girls who have money now,
Mm-hmm.
but didn't always have the money, weren't always about the money, weren't always with money. And that's okay. Nobody's saying that you should have money all the time. Nobody's saying that you should be rich. Nobody's saying this and that. We're just saying that you're a particular brand of girl, and it shows in everything that you've done on this show.
Absolutely. And I want to point out another thing. It's just something like, I'm going to piggyback on what you said. There's a two different type of girls that are label girls, by the way. You can tell the ones that was given the labels and the ones that worked for it.
Mm.
And for what you were always giving, that it was gave to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Well, it's also, like I said, nouveau riche. Like, a lot of people who are rich before, who have always been rich, they don't do a lot of that bragging.
No.
Do they pay the money to have the expensive things? Yes. But that's normal to them. They always have expensive things. They're always in Chanel. They're always in Givenchy. They're always in Dark Horse. They're always in Philip Flim. They're always into these labels. To them, that doesn't really mean much to them.
And if you really want to notice, a lot of them don't really wear the stuff that says the name bold. It's really, now those are different kind of girls. The ones that be just wearing now they do be having some ones that's cute. I have seen the Gucci outfit on someone. When I tell you, it was so beautiful. Now you can tell it was Gucci, but the way it was set up, it was kind of camouflage in a way where you really couldn't see it. You know what I'm saying? But it was really beautiful.
Right.
I would give, because they have some good, but the ones that be wearing it bold, the name on there, it is, and stuff like that, it really screams, okay, so you just want people to know what it is, right? Okay.
Right.
At the end of the day.
True.
That's all, and especially those pins. I already told you about them pins.
Oh, yeah. You told me about that.
I hate a Chanel pin. If the whole outfit is not Chanel, don't wear it.
Weird.
Don't wear it. I hate a Chanel pin. I hate it. I hate just a Gucci belt. You wearing some Levi jeans, but you got a Gucci belt on. I be hating that.
Wig.
You don't like that? You like that?
I mean, it is what it is. I'm at the place where I'm just like, you know what? Do you, friend?
It's just no. I think the point is the bragazation of it all. It's the bragazation of it all. Now, how the belt costs more than your whole outfit?
Wig. Well, some of the girls wear,
I don't know. Now, I'm not talking about all the girls. I'm talking about the bragger girls. Now, if you had a Gucci belt and you had some Levi jeans, you want to work it, girl. But the ones that just really want to show that Gucci belt to say, oh, I got Gucci. Because it comes off, I got to get the word right for this. It comes off, I know there's a word for it, being dishonest at some point. It's kind of like your perception that you're trying to pull across is that, oh, this whole outfit's Gucci versus it's just the belt. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's what it kind of gives.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
But Bronson, you're still beautiful. Bronson is a very beautiful guy. I think, I feel like if he would get out that label thing, I think he would have a strong personality.
I think, well, let me piggyback off of that. Really, what it really is that you really didn't present anything about yourself.
Yeah.
In this moment that makes you the star or the highlight. I think that's the point. It's like a lot of the girls was like, oh, well, I have a personality. And it's like, yeah, you probably do. We didn't see it.
No, yeah, that's what it is. We have it. And I feel like everyone has a personality. Don't mean it's a good one.
Right.
But, and let's say good enough for this show. You need to have a personality that fits for a show like this. Let's be very clear about that too as well. Not everybody can do it.
That's also true.
At the end of the day, just saying. And I just don't feel like I want to see more of that. I don't want to see you trying to put up this facade or whatever. I want to see you just have fun at the end of the day. And I just feel like with these girls, I haven't seen them have fun. And I think that is my issue. It's like, when y'all gonna have the fun? I understand you team up with your best friend and stuff like that. Of course, you're gonna geeky. But I just in general as a whole, let's have fun. Like, yeah, I don't really care for her, but we're having a fun activity. Let's just do it. And I haven't got none of that. Not saying that you're being fake. Coexisting with people is not being fake.
Right.
Let's be very clear. If you're in a group setting, why would I sit around here trying to make it worse for the whole group? If this bitch here I don't really care for, I can still have a good time. I'm not gonna let that affect me. If it's gonna affect me, I can just stay home. Because I don't like to be a party pooper. So if you're in that state, just stay home. But don't be trying to come there. Well, you can come there and start some shit now. Hold on, we want that for the show.
We do. We want drama. The whole point is drama. But
Okay,
yeah.
we just don't want to see you. You know, I just wanted some fun moments, and I feel like we really haven't gotten that from the girls. But it's very serious because they're very dedicated on how they feel and stand. Give them that, you know.
Big.
But I still do like Bryson. I think he's a beautiful guy. I think you are very beautiful. You're a beautiful man. Beautiful. Not a man of yours. We're not gonna do that because I'm not gonna do it. But
Thank
you know,
I'm so glad you stopped yourself.
huh? Oh yeah. That's after dark, after all the mics are off.
Wig. Girl.
Oh,
Wig.
okay. So who was the other filler? I guess we can get to his best friend, the one that is they have the similar personality. I was gonna say it's colorism. They are close to the same color. They have close of the same shade. Do not get it
good
twisted.
about yourself after that, don't you? Mm-hmm.
Maybe no. But we're gonna get on not Marco, Marcus.
Yeah, let's do that. Marcus.
Which gives an uppity personality.
Right.
Still,
I did like that she's doing a comic book. I thought that was interesting. It's different from what we get on on these reality shows. Can we be honest with that?
absolutely
Very different. That's very different. Usually we get the girls who are like, fashion. Which is what Bronson was. Oh, music, which is what the other girls was. Modeling, the girls love to be models, the girls love to present certain things. So we usually get that. I am happy that we did not get that with him and that he brought something different.
Yes.
Happy about that. Now, here's my problem. You really didn't bring anything to the show that was about you.
Mm-hmm.
So we're again in the space of why are you here? You get what I'm saying? Not to say that, I'm going to take a check from you or whatever. I'm not doing that. But again, we're on this thing of why are you here?
You give in front of the show. And we need some friend of the show. I think we need to see some personality for you, the reason why you're on the show.
We got to understand, we got to know why, because we don't know why.
Yeah. We just want better for you. I do love that you're in a relationship. I'm in a relationship long term with my boyfriend. I do love to see that. So I would give you that it was enjoyable to see that, even though we've seen like one scene with your boyfriend. But I did enjoy that. I always love to see gay love, and I'm glad he was black. No shade to Bronson. We love everybody, but it's good to see black men together.
It really is
a long-term relationship, and I do feel like you're happy with him. It was great that you was moving into an apartment. Oh, I'm giving a little bit of the plot away, but it was great to see those things from you. I think you're a very beautiful guy. I think you're very gorgeous. I think you're very beautiful. I think your boyfriend is great and beautiful too. Not saying I'm trying to get with him nor Bronson. Or Bronson. I don't want Bronson's husband to come over here, even though I'm ready, girl. Bring it. No. But just, like I said, I think you was very of a supportive character. I think you did spoke your voice on a lot of things. Again, it was a part of a gain up situation which you was going against, and I think it's just like, if everybody look, I'm the type of person, if I see somebody getting jumped, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I think if everybody telling them what I really want to say, I think I don't think I need to say nothing. It's like they said everything I need to say. I don't think you're gonna say anything different. So it's like, I'm not gonna do the gay up situation. I'm just gonna let it go.
Right. Agreed. I can agree with that.
They said what they all had to say at the end of the day. So, but we're gonna get into his story and the things that happened that definitely that we did not like, and just saying we will say that, but we just want you to, have a little bit more of yourself out there and what you have going on and stuff like that, So that's all. Because I have yet to see anyone to be like, I'm that funny that. That's why I said y'all are so serious. I have not seen anyone to be on the show like, girl, I ain't really worrying about that.
Right.
I came here to have fun. None of them have done that. All of them had to say something to have a stance or something. Ain't now because they be having people, different characters on the show. They're like, girl, I really don't care what down south. You cannot lie. You always have a girl in the room like, girl, I don't care about that. I'm about to have fun. They're over there arguing. Let them do that. I'm having a good time. I let these bitches ruin my fun. What? No one on the show did that. Everybody was like, girl, what's going on?
Right. Agreed. And it was a lot of that. It was a lot of that where the girls are like, oh yeah, this and that. It's like, girl, let's just if it doesn't really matter to you, let's just let it not matter to you. That's really where we're at with that.
Mm-hmm.
But who's next? Unless you have more to add to him.
No, that was it. He ain't add that much to the show.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry about that, Marco. Not Marco.
Exactly. Exactly.
Marcus. And I want to do another shout out. I'll do that later. Okay, let's get on to Tati, which I do love the name Tati. I do.
That's a cute name. It's a very cute name.
Yes, I do love the name Tati, but
it's a cute name. But his name is Toddy.
Toddy.
Yeah.
No, Tati was. What? That's a drag queen name. That's somebody's name.
Yes.
It is, huh? Okay. So, well, that's a good thing, right?
That's a cute name. It's a cute name too. It's just not his.
Okay. Well, whatever. Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
He's the only one that I really probably not want to come back. I still want him to come back because I like to stick to my rule. But he's the only one in some sense. But reason why I want you to come back, Toddy, is that you do speak your mind.
This is what's his name all over again.
What you do Austin, speak your mind.
Austin. This is Austin all over again.
Girl, okay, whatever. But I do want you to come back.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like you do speak up or whatever case may be. I think the point is a lot of time y'all come to a conclusion of what was right and wrong, even though like y'all really missing the point of a situation. It's just be like, okay, you can clearly know where they from because the shit ain't even making no sense at all. And I feel like that's how I know y'all mostly from up north or definitely from New York. Because I'm like, girl, they really missing the jump on this. But I want you to come back. I do feel like your personality is I think the point is it feels like you want to be seen, of course, because you're an artist. But I think sometimes you just gotta learn to shut your mouth. Because I don't think no one really had a real issue with you. I think you just started inserting yourself into a lot of situations that's like, girl, what the fuck you talking? Girl, shut up. Like, you ain't even got nothing to do with it. It really made full force that you were putting yourself into a situation. Because I feel like you would have gave us the person that was our person that, girl, I ain't got time for the drama. I'm over here making my money. Right. I'm over here making my music. We will feel like we will get escape from you from that. But it's just like, girl, you was in a situation that you was more mad than the person that was really the main cast of it. You're like, now wait a minute. Girl.
Right.
Okay, it's giving attention seeker. Let me stop. Okay.
Wig.
Well, what you got to say, girl? Let me go and step out.
But yeah, that's how I'm feeling about him. I think he did bring less to the show. I wish he had situated himself as the what's the word I want to use? I wish he had situated himself as the peacekeeper and the person that was in if you're going to be the person that's not in the drama, be the person that's trying to stop the drama. Be that girl.
Because I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning, the way his personality is
Mm-hmm.
sort of set up, it seems like he's a person that don't like. Let's just move past it. At first, it was giving that, because
Yes.
especially when we was introduced to him, and then we was like, "Now wait a minute, he just in it." He
Yeah.
in it and he trying to fit in it, and I was like, "Wait a minute!" Like, I'm like, "Girl, wait, I don't even know how to perceive you now." And it came down to later, it was like, "Okay, so bitch, you're just messy. You just like to be in the drama. You like to be in the sauce."
Yeah.
Or whatever the case may be.
And that's fine. Listen, we all do. We all love being in the drama. We all love mess.
I love being. Hold on. I
Yes,
don't
you
love
do,
being in
girl.
the drama.
Yes, you do,
Hold
girl.
on. I love to know about it, but I don't love to be in the drama. Do not get it twisted. Let me
Uh-huh.
tell you something about me. And I have
Uh-huh.
said this on this podcast. Y'all might can repeat me for the new people that are listening. We ain't gonna catch you ain't gonna catch my name in something that I don't want to get back to you. So let's be clear about that. And if it has gotten back to you, I do apologize. That was not my intention. I need to get the person that gave you the information. Because because I'm gonna let you know if I said it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I said it. What you gonna do? Oh, okay, I thought so. I'm
Right.
just saying. That's all. But I'm just saying. That's all. But he was a part of the drama, and he wanted people to all be known. I don't know, in some sense, if I feel like if I'm in a room with a person that is dealing with more issues with a person, now I do feel like in some points I want to get my point across if they did a little something to me and I was feeling some type of way. But I know, like, to let a person take the lead if they have more of a serious issue. If mine's minor, I'm like, oh, I'll talk to them later and have a conversation with them. But I feel like it should be more focusing on this person. And I feel like he will stop one thing. Like, let's just say the person said, oh, I didn't like your shoes or whatever case may be. They told him they don't like his shoes or whatever case may be. But you with this other person that this person told, girl, your lights got caught off, your mom dead and shit like that. You will still try to bring up them shoes before this person addressed that. Bitch, you said I ain't got no money, my lights got cut off, and plus my mom dead. Let's talk about that
Right.
versus talking about they don't like your shoes. Girl, you need
Right.
to learn how to read the room. And I feel like he's not a room reader. But we want him to come back because he does speak up. He does have a mouth
Mm-hmm.
on him. Um, I'm not really too much into rap. For as I heard, you can. I just feel like anybody from New York can rap, because the way y'all talk so fast, it sounds like y'all rapping already. That's why I have a friend that's from New York, and when she was like, "Oh, I rap," I said, "Girl, you from New York, duh." And
Well,
I don't know if that was shade, but that was like, girl, all y'all know how to rap. Y'all talk fast. All y'all know how to rap. Shit. What?
anyways, girl.
He ain't like the person was from Arizona, then that's different. Oh, girl, whatever. Anything else you want to add about him?
No, I think I said all of them, right?
Yes. Only the person we're missing is. Oh, did we do Xavier?
No, I said we were going to do him last.
Okay, let's do Marco, the villain.
We did Toddy.
Or
We did
the person that was
Bronson. Wait. We
ganged
did
up on him.
Toddy. We did Bronson. We did Marcus. Yeah. Let's do Marco. You want to do Marco first?
Let's do Marco.
Okay, let's do it.
Them wigs.
Yes.
Girl. And not you and me agreeing that you was like, girl, I just feel like we getting used to it. I was like, yeah. Okay.
Honestly.
Marco.
Honestly.
Marco. We I think we gotta keep Marco because Marco is a very confused kind of person, meaning that when he does stuff, he be confused about what he did. When he make a point and the point ain't even landing of the point he's trying to make, it's kind of like doing a big math problem, and it's like you do everything wrong of how you got the answer, and you get the answer.
Right.
And it's like, girl, everything leading up to it ain't right. And that is the issue. You can be like, Marco, girl, they treated you wrong. You know, you be in the sense when he's explaining like they did him wrong. But when he's trying to get on how they did him wrong, it be just like, girl, Marco, what you talking about?
He goes on and on and on, and you're just like, girl,
Shut up.
you know, like you're just like, girl, let me defend you because you don't know what you're doing.
It's like, girl, you put your money on him and you like, it's kind of like, you know, just betting on a horse. And let's just say if you can bet on a horse when they're close to the finish line. Now they way about to jump over to the line, and the other horses is like miles back. Marco is the type of person when he starts to get to his point, even though he's in the right of way, like he's about to win the race of being right. It's like the damn horse just stopped right in the middle of his tracks, and then the other horses just come because when he try to explain it, just the other horses just make it to the end because it's like, girl, after a while you're like, girl, I really don't give a fuck no more because you ain't even making no damn sense. Because it's like, how can I be with a person that don't even know how to get to the point where they was mistreated and you know because girl.
Mm-hmm.
Just Mark, I don't know. I feel like if you can't even explain how you was done wrong in the situation, it's like, girl, well, was you ever right?
It's just like, girl, let's let somebody else do the talking because you're doing a lot of it, and at
It
this
ain't working out for
point,
you.
it's like, girl, let's let somebody else do it.
Okay, let's say, oh, girl, my bad.
Wig.
I am so sorry about that, girl. I was trying to put on the next episode. Remind you guys, we're talking about this show, and I have it playing in the background on mute.
Well, okay,
Even though,
I'm just gonna cut that whole moment, so they're not gonna hear that.
okay,
Just in case, because you know they do. People do charge you. They try to get the money for you playing their stuff. So just in
girl, it
case.
was only for a split second. No, it only lasts if it's longer than a certain amount of seconds.
Okay, girl.
That's all.
Okay, sure. All right, Miss Girl.
But Marco's fun. We enjoyed him. Besides those wigs.
And the fact that he was perpetually a victim in a way, like,
Yeah. And I
yeah.
think the point is the wigs was so bad. I was like, I don't want to incorporate that with black people.
Right, and they was. Let me not do it. Let me not do it. We're gonna talk about that later.
Oh, I feel like you're trying to imitate a black person. I say, absolutely not. We are not taking that kind of wig. Absolutely not. He is doing white people shit. Okay?
Right.
That ain't what we do. Even though Marco is he's Latina, if I'm not mistaken. He's
Uh-huh.
Latino. I think Latino is
Latino.
from like, yeah, like that.
Latino.
Yeah. So, yeah, we love Marco. We want him to come back. Not saying we love him personally. We gotta. I think with a lot of these people, we want to. It's not a personal thing that we love them. We're just saying we love them for the show.
There you
And the show
go.
that they
That's what
created.
we.
So,
Yeah, that's what we mean.
let's be very clear about that. We're not saying we want to hang out with these girls. For us, what they showed us. Okay. Was what they showed. Like, oh, girl, I don't know if I can hang out with you or whatever case may be. And I think we have came to a realization when we had a conversation, me and you, we had a conversation together. And we was like, it's just don't seem any of these girls we would really want to hang out with. Like, do we really like them personally? We had that conversation. I think it was like, no.
Yeah, because that's the whole point. It's like, I watch the show to watch the show.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no extras. There's no add-ons. I don't want to get to know them. I don't want to this. I just want to watch the show and enjoy myself.
Versus the chasing series. Now, we do have our favorites.
Oh, yeah, we do.
You know, just saying.
But, yeah, that's Marco, girl. Like, I want him to come back and really devour what's happening. Like, they was coming at you hard. And you was not, it was like, girl, fight or something. Like, come on now.
Yes.
Something. Do something, Marco. Like,
Well,
girl.
it is a New York mentality, which even though I seen them gaining up on Marco, by the way, but it is a mentality that you're supposed to be able to protect yourself. It's some sense in New Orleans, unless if it's a gain up situation. That's when a person in New Orleans will be like, okay, y'all doing too much right now, and it's like, nah, it's annoying because it's not. It feels like some bullying behavior. It's like just let the situation go at the end of the day,
Right.
and that's why I feel like they was whipping on the dead land. But we're gonna get to that in the show, by the way. So let's get to Xavier because we're already like an hour in. So this is definitely gonna be a part two-er. So this is
We're
gonna
gonna
be a
figure it out because we really don't have a lot to say.
no,
But
because
let's talk about Xavier.
we'll have a shorter video for next week.
I guess, girl. Okay, let's talk about Xavier. Here's my thing with Xavier. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You got to control that anger. That's it. That's all I got to say. I don't have anything else to say to him.
Oh, she got more to say, and she was saying he was fine, he was cute. She want to get it in the pants. She want to see if the dick is
I
big.
sure
Like she
did.
want to see if
I
the dick
sure
is big
did.
from Troy,
I sure
from
did.
Case in
Well,
Atlanta.
I don't want to
She
see
said all
that.
that.
I don't want to see that. I already know that it is because he confirmed it, and everybody else has already said that it was big. I just want to see it just to see it. But with this one, I
You talking
mean,
about Xavier?
no, I was talking about Troy.
Girl, next.
Well, let's be honest. Troy,
I already know he's big
well,
'cause he's a cancer. We
girl,
got
let's
big
not
dick
do that.
energy.
No, no, no,
We
no,
got
no,
big dick
no, no, no.
energy. We got big dick
Anyways, as I was saying,
energy.
girl.
We got big dick energy.
Wig. Anyways, no, he said Troy isn't the only person that has said that Troy was packing. He's not the first person that has said that.
Okay, well, I understand that, honey, but I'm
Okay,
just saying
girl.
about your boy Xavier. Why we, girl,
You
stay
brought
out.
Troy up. You're the one who brought him up.
Girl, shut up.
See how I had to get you together?
You know, we just double arguing with a bitch with him about to get you together. Girl, shut up. Shut up.
Because he was really trying it. He was really trying it.
What about to read you? Girl, shut up. Shut the fuck up talking to me. I'm trying to get me together. How dare you?
Well,
Okay, so let's get my thoughts on Xavier. Oh yes, the temper is too much. I feel like the way he talks to people, the way he's act, he is the thing that really drives me crazy about Jamaicans. Not all of them. I do not want to put them all in the boat, but it is a culture thing of them coming over here. And we have seen that. Remind you guys, the gay community in Jamaica is horrible. They're treated to the scum. So it's like and I'm very strong on, like I said, I deal with a lot of people. I work customer service before, and I have dealt with a lot of people that is from those countries, from Africa, the continent, wait, not all, you can tell if they're African or whatever case. They may not know the Pacific country that they're from, but most likely you can kind of get the grasp of their accents, and of course the islanders, Jamaican, all of them done it. I'm very I'm very quick with them and short with them because I know how they can get towards gay people. I'm a very flamboyant boy. I have this voice, so you already know once I start speaking, and of course my movement and actions, it really sets them off on how they're going to treat you. You know what I'm saying? It's a judgmental thing already in the beginning. I'm very short with them. I'm very quick with them, and it is a thing. I have gotten to arguments with them, and it's I just know when I'm dealing with them. And again, Marco has that same kind of aggression. Not saying that he's homophobic.
Xavier.
Of course not. Xavier. He has that kind of aggression, how they are sometimes
Wig.
of being aggressive. I do feel like he has a big head. Do I feel? Yeah, I feel like he has a big head. Oh yes, and dude, he has a big head actually. No, he has a big head. He's just, how can I put him? He's just a lot to deal with. I think he's wrong in a lot of certain things that he's into, and he would never admit. I don't feel like he's completely honest with himself with that. at the end of the day. Because I think he's just form of trying to be right, even when he's wrong. He's
Yeah,
just a
he
person that
is.
want to be right. And when you're dealing with people like that, let me tell you something. I really want y'all to get to understand something. If you're dealing with a person that wants to be right, even when they're wrong, they just want to be a right person, leave them people alone.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be, you are wasting your time because it definitely gives off narcissistic behavior. I'm not trying to diagnose him, but I'm just saying it is kind of like that kind of realm that that person may be in. And if you're getting that, just leave it alone.
Right.
Because I haven't heard any sense that he was wrong in anything he done. It's like he was perfect. And I can think about things that I've done last week that I'm like was probably not the best way to handle things. Because you have to learn from yourself. You have to be like, okay, I'm not perfect. When you have it, because that gives you the humanity and just the human part of it all is that, I'm not perfect. I'm going to make mistakes.
Right.
And I'm not going to want to be hard on myself too much, but I want to acknowledge when I was wrong. And I feel like he does not have that. You can tell that his background was dealing with something like that he probably had a parent, which we know he probably did, especially being gay. The person just want to be right or whatever case. And that's
Right.
just like kind of the culture we grew up as kids. The parent was always right. Even when they were wrong, they were right. And it's like, that's not fair. That's not making any sense. And how would you want to send a kid out in the world, demonstrating that? That doesn't make sense. You as a parent should admit when you're wrong. You as a person should admit when you're wrong.
Right.
And be like, I was wrong. That was it. He doesn't give that. He gives himself his perfect and everything. Because he even brought that up on the show, if I'm not mistaken. Hello. He's always right. He does nothing
Yeah.
wrong. He's Xavier, the right person. At the end of the day, it makes no sense. We're going to get into the story about a lot of things that he done um, and more stuff to add on with him. But yes, we know he fights.
Oh yeah, we know that.
Hey, we know he fights strongly. All right, you guys, let's get on out of here. We're going to get out here. We're going to have a part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully the part 2 doesn't last that long because there wasn't that much going on the season. We're just describing their personality throughout what we seen on the show. But we'll go into the show and what the premise is of everything, that the storyline basically from start to finish of how we felt about it. We'll jump on the reunion too. We're going to do that all in one set. We're going to try to keep it close to what we are now. We're at like an hour or something. And
Mm-hmm.
we're going to try to keep it short because I know we've been telling y'all that we're going to be on a good time frame of, not making our videos too long. But you know how we drift off. Hopefully it doesn't bother you guys that much.
Right. Hopefully.
But when you're that girl and I'm supreme.
Oh well, I am. That's true.
Okay, let's move on. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
lies. So
I'll show
let's
you
wrap
that.
it up. Let's wrap it on up.
All right, you
Okay, so
guys.
this is Tadho here,
This is oh Lord.
and this is our review on The Heights, and this is the T.O. show. So we'll see you guys. We'll have that video ready for you guys next week on the continuation on what is gonna go down on the show. We're gonna tell you
Yes.
everything, okay? And I know, oh Lord, he watches TBT, so he knows a lot of some of the back information that happened on those shows that's gonna connect into the reunion and all that jazz and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys, we're out of here.
All right, you guys. Bye.